Okay, it's time, after all the monkeying around, to install the deck back onto the tractor. First thing I did when I got the tractor was take the deck off, and I remember it was very easy. However, I don't remember exactly how it came off. So I shamefully admit that I did look at the directions, and I think about all I got out of it was put the front draft arms on first. Well, slide the deck under here first, then put the front draft arms on, and then lower the linkage into over the brackets, and everything should be self-explanatory. So here we go. All right, now that that's set in place up front, I got to get this down into here. I think I just lower it. Now to get the belt on. Okay, well the tensioner definitely works. What the instructions said is you could put a 3/8 drive in this square hole right here, move the tensioner forward, and then slip the belt on over the pulley. So I'm going to give that a shot. Ooh, that's it. I'll do that again, another view. Like it? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to level the deck. I've never done this before. This is my first time. The manual makes it pretty simple. We just set the height to 2.75 for the X300, pull this gauge out, and check it in a couple points around the deck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I've got the deck all the way up. I'm going to set it where it needs to be, so it's there now. I'm going to lower the deck. So that should be at 2.75. Now I'll grab this gauge, and then there are a few spots around the deck where we just put this gauge and see how it is. In the rear, it's this feature right here. Looks like we're off by quite a bit. Probably 1/4 inch or more, 3/8. In the front, tells you right here where the arrow is, where you got to put the gauge. And it is way off up front. So I'm guessing the previous owner was just butching the lawn right off. I tend to mow my grass pretty high. I want this adjusted where it's supposed to be. This has to come up a ton. That's going to take some time. Let's check the other side. Yeah, same story on this side. It's not quite as bad. As expected, it's pretty bad on that side. I mean, it's off a good inch or more there. Okay, fast forward several minutes, and given that the deck was off so much, the instructions said that you would have to adjust each side independently and go back and forth constantly. I felt like that would be really tedious, so what I did is I cribbed it up on a couple boards that are about the same height as the gauge. And that way I can make coarse adjustments on the draft arms and get it close and then pull the cribbing away and then do fine adjustments using the gauge. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. I got the back cribbed up and I got the front cribbed up. I went ahead and set the deck to where it's supposed to be, and then I'll get a couple wrenches here and start cranking away. My goal is to draw these arms up until this gap right here closes up. Now I got to figure out how to do this one. I guess I can just do it the same way. Just see if I can crank it down until everything touches up and the load is off the cribbing. Should be good after that. Well, I can tell the rear is going to take an eternity, so I'm going to do that off camera. Well, I got spoiled on the front. That was really easy. I'm going to try to take this slack out of here, and I think that'll do it. Okay, I made all my course adjustments. During the course of that, I found I had a soft tire. I had topped off the tires before I started. I neglected to mention that, but one of the tires had gone flat. One of the front tires had gone flat while I was working on this, and what I found was the valve stem Schrader valve was loose. It must have come loose when I topped it off. So it's got loads fully off of this side now. Still got a little bit of load on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and raise it up. Lock it up in the air. Take these out. Okay, we're still set where we're supposed to be to adjust it. Let it back down. Let's see where it's at. Oh, not bad. It's only off by a fraction of an inch. Come up a little bit. Check this side. This has got to come up a little bit. This side here, just a tiny bit. To see, it's pretty decent. I'm going to do some fine adjustments and call it good. That wasn't so bad. I'm guessing the previous owner never adjusted it. Over time, things probably worn. It probably sagged a little bit. and he was probably butchering his lawn right off. Might explain why the deck is so beat up on the inside. He's probably hitting all kinds of stuff, rocks and sticks and everything that were beating up the inside of the mower deck. Should be good now, though. Okay, final results of the adjustment. That just barely passes under there. Barely passes under there. Right here, just touches. And then it's same on the other side, and I'm pretty darn happy with that. Guess now we're ready for a test run. All right, so I think I'm gonna do a little test pass here. I got everything all set up. Tractor runs great. Let's give it a go.